Dames und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, bienvenue à Projet Vincent Charles. Je suis votre hôte, Vincent Charles. And that's the only French you're getting out of me today. Welcome to the show. We have got an interesting topic. Um, the early 90s comedy thriller, Sneakers, featuring Robert Redford, Mary McDonnell, and Ben Kingsley. And we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get to the introductions. First, my identical cousin, connected by the spine, Mr. Ordnance J. Packard. Ordy, how you doing?
Cattle mutilations are up. Just saying.
Yeah,
I am doing well. I am doing well. It is a Sunday afternoon. The weather is beautiful. I've got my tea with Di Serrano in it, ready to discuss fine film
absolutely.
with good friends. So
And this entire episode is going to be just a stream of quotes. And hopefully we'll discuss some of the plot so the people who haven't seen them over here are just going, eh? But yeah, we'll get to it. Next on the list, he's a technical genius. He's also an alien, but I love him anyway. Jeff, how you doing, brother?
Hi, my name is JEFF. My voice is my passport. Verify me.
You know, I was almost going to do the whole show in that voice.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, you're killing me. We're not even 2 minutes in. You guys already got my ribs hurting. Oh.
I wish I could say I'm doing fine, but I'm not. But I'll make it through this hour.
Oh, you'll be good, brother.
I'm in that stage of the flu where I can't see straight, so I don't know if I'll be able to read for my show tonight at 8, but we'll see.
Ooh. Well, get some. There's nothing wrong with anybody that a cup of tea can't fix. So make yourself some tea. You should be.
Oh, I got some already. Already sitting and waiting.
Nice. And finally, last but certainly not least, you know her, you love her, Miss Janelle Waz. Janelle, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, but I noticed Marty was wearing sneakers for sneaking.
Yeah. That's the show, everybody. Good night.
But what kind of tea, Jeff?
I am having, and I'm going to call it by its real name, Plantation Mint.
Ooh, all right. Mint's a good tea for when you're sick.
I hope you were going to say something like Lapsang Souchong, because I know Janelle hates that. But
that is like one of the few teas I can't stand.
No, I have some
I hear
Scottish
it makes a
breakfast
great
tea
marinade,
ready.
though.
it tastes of a forest fire.
Just about. I tried to make it once, and it's like I couldn't drink it. The smell was too much. I pawned it off on a friend.
That's something you can only drink it with Chinese food. When I'm eating Chinese food, it's great. When try to drink it by itself, just pour it down the sink.
Just about, yeah.
I miss when they used to just bring out a pot of tea at Chinese restaurants.
You mean they don't anymore?
Not to any of the ones I've been to in the last decade.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, the one I go to.
I mean,
one of my locals. Yeah, that's the first thing they bring out a pot of tea. They bring out a pot of tea for each person.
Oh,
it's not a big pot. It's one of those little 2-cupper doodads. But
right.
Well, you know what? It may just be a California thing because they're not allowed to bring water out unless you request it either.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that still throws me whenever I go to eat in Nevada and they just drop a glass of water in front of me. I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, this is the free state of Nevada.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm part of California's water restrictions. You don't get water unless you request it.
I'm surprised that the road signs and menus and every other thing that are printed aren't in Cyrillic where you live.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
The only thing that made sense was the R in Toys R Us.
Oh, gee.
No, I gotta find a version of the Toys R Us song in Russian. I don't want to grow up.
And speaking of toy factories,
I am Toys R Us kid. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Plus 10 for that.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
I mean, that dog
Yeah.
robot toy in the movie was, precursor to something.
Yeah, it was. But Orty and I and Jeff had seen this movie. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of you had actually seen it in the theaters when it was released.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. And I didn't see it in the theaters, but I think it was about, back when you had to wait to watch a film on cable or on VHS. It was usually like 6 to 8 months after the movie had done its theatrical run, and it was on one of the cable networks. It was probably HBO, and I watched it on there, and I was like, "Wow, when is this on again?" Because I need to keep watching it. And as we discussed this, because a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, we lost Robert Redford recently, and Orty and I and Jeff were discussing this film. We were discussing it in the green room in this show, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was mine, or it was somebody else.
Just a couple days after he had passed.
And we were talking about sneakers, and then it's like, Orty said, "Oh, we should definitely do an episode." And I'm like, "Yeah, we should do an episode." Wait, has Janelle seen it? That's the
Which, of
first
course,
thing
not.
that's the first thing we say when we talk about any film on this show. Has Janelle seen it? And I may as well get a plaque and put it on my desk and say, "Has Janelle seen it?" and I just
Now I know.
Just put a new notch into there for every movie you mentioned I haven't seen.
In that case, the plaque would be full of nothing but notches.
Oh
pretty
yeah.
much. But
It's that thing. It's like, I mean, because when we talk about it, it's not like Casablanca was a shock that she hadn't seen it, but Sneakers didn't hit big.
No,
it was big
not
on
at all.
HBO and it was big in video stores, but in the theaters, it was. I mean, even for the '90s, it was just too slow for theaters.
I think it barely broke even.
Yeah.
During its theatrical release, but which amazed me because it's a slow burn.
Yeah.
I mean, like Janelle said, the first 50 minutes of it, you get your character introductions, you get a bit of the day to day, what all the characters are going through.
Well,
Right.
it's so funny because I was watching it right before the show tonight because, what else do you do when you're laying in bed sick? And yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I have any beacons around me, if you catch my meaning. Yeah, I was sitting there and it's like right as they got to that 50-minute mark, I went, "Oh my god, yeah, it is actually 50 minutes, isn't it?"
Yeah. That's when I looked at my DVD player and I was like, "Oh yeah, 50-minute mark."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a slow burn, and then at the 50-minute mark, shit just takes off.
Yeah.
It's up and running.
Yeah.
And that alone makes it worth, I don't want to say it's a slog sitting through the first 50 minutes because you get some interesting character development.
Yeah.
You get a few funny moments.
It's just slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of had that response to Rocky. Like the first half of it is kind of slow, and then it gets to a point and it's like, okay, now this movie's starting to gel, and then the rest is great.
Yeah.
At least that was my experience.
A lot of the first 50 minutes was, okay, we're doing, the introductory heist. Then they have the somewhat easy heist,
Right.
caper to just to introduce you, so you understand these guys are really fucking good at what they do. So,
Because I think I was sitting through that 50 minutes thinking like, oh, are they just going to spend the entire movie looking at this box?
I mean,
And it's like,
I
yes,
like watching
but
movies to lock boxes.
yeah.
Giggity.
I have some information for you.
Yes.
The budget was 23 million. The box office was 105.2.
So it did well. Okay, so after promotional,
yeah,
it still made about 25 million.
Yes, and the most ironic part was the release date.
I saw September 11th.
Yep, September 11th, 1992.
Interestingly enough, because I was born in 92, my half birthday is September 12th. So it's like just about 6 months younger than me, this movie.
Okay.
So if you all want to feel old, at least older than I already feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah. She's in her 30s and she feels old.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Janelle.
Wait until you get into your 50s.
Yeah.
Demon hops into my body. Oh, you're possessed. Ow!
No, I already got
Why
back
does
pain in the
everything
morning.
hurt? What's with this shoulder? I don't know. You want a mint?
And
No,
you're still the
I already
second
wake
youngest
up with
in the
back
room,
pain,
Orty.
so
Yeah.
Exactly. It's you wake up and it's like, oh, I slept wrong. Yeah, I'm not going to work. Ah, I can't move.
My day is now Tylenol and Flexerol.
yeah. Nah, Tylenol don't do anything for me. I need the ibuprofen.
I use Ben Gay because I want everyone to know I'm fucking old.
Oh, if you want
No, I
to
use
get
BioFreeze
really
just
old,
so that way I can be bougie.
Oh,
no,
This is-
Absorbine Junior.
I forgot to mention this in the green room, but I was at Cracker Barrel today, and they had a sale on Werther's Originals.
And
Yes.
if you didn't buy a bag, I'm gonna hurt you.
I didn't.
Oh,
Ugh.
It
that's
was buy one get one 40% off. That's not that good of a deal.
That's-
it's Werther's.
yes.
It's mandatory. If you own a
Hey, I may
cardigan,
be
you have
old,
to have
but I'm
at
not that
least.
old.
If you own a cardigan sweater, you have to have at least 5 Werthers in either pocket of your sweater.
Mhm.
It's,
And
You
there's
care
no
for
better
Werther's.
accompaniment to tea than Werther's. I mean, you know, are you even drinking tea if you don't have a Werther's in your mouth?
No, you gotta get like one of those Pepperidge Farm Bordeaux cookies, and then you stick it in like some Earl Grey. Oh, it's like the best thing ever.
and that's our show. Thank you.
I just hijacked the show talking about tea.
No, that's cool. That's cool. But back to the film. I know Orty's thoughts on it, so we won't go to him right away. I know Jeff's thoughts on it, and everybody knows mine. So we're going to go directly to Janelle. Janelle.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, but well, you hadn't seen it, so naturally we want to hear, your views, and hopefully they're better than the time you watched L.A. Story.
Oh, it's better than LA Story. I actually laughed during, sneakers at times. I don't foresee ever rewatching this movie. I mean, it wasn't bad, and it was good. I enjoyed my time with it, but it's like, yeah, okay. And that was about it. It was fun, but I don't really see myself coming back to it anytime soon. Maybe if it's on TV and I need something on in the background, okay, but yeah, not really going out of my way to rewatch it. It's fine. It's just not really rewatch content for me.
Okay, that's
But better
that's
than
fair.
LA Story.
It's actually listening to it as background, because this was another one of those movies I was on heavy rotation when I was working in video stores. We had the Laserdisc on it.
Mhm.
And after like 3, you start to, because I mean, I can guarantee you, watching it once, you still missed a lot. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's kind of like Usual Suspects in that regard. I mean, not that heavy into it, but still, there's like, oh, okay, I remember that now. That's foreshadowing, and it just improves with
Right.
watches.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to say most of the films we watch, but it's one of the films that rewards
Oh,
repeated
alright.
viewing. So yeah, definitely. I mean, it's entertaining the first time you see it, but then you watch it a second time, you're like, ooh, oh, okay. So okay, now I get it.
Ah,
Yeah,
one of those kinds of movies.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And it's like you can tell things are really going to pick up because Ben Kingsley's accent slips. So, yeah.
Right. Let's see what else to say about it. The one thing I brought up in the green room was you don't need big background stories to have an entertaining movie. I swear that's what's holding back a lot of modern stories, and you see this in probably Star Wars, even the new Star Trek stuff, is that everybody's got to have this like super intricate background story to relate to like everybody in the original stuff. Here, no, I don't care why Bishop and Liz weren't together. I don't care what Carl's GPA is. I don't care why Whistler was blind. I don't care why Mother was a conspiracy theorist person, whatever. Like, they were just interesting characters working together, and I think it worked.
Yeah, they gave a backstory without giving a backstory.
Right. And you have like good actors that can carry these characters and provide a little charisma to the role, and you don't need like anything super deep.
Exactly. You see and you learn more about them through the progression of the story, where you don't have immediately. It's like, oh, the first 5 minutes they're in the film, you get this huge exposition dump,
right?
And it's like, oh, well, I was back in Vietnam. I did blah blah blah. No, shut the fuck up. Just carry on with the story. Oh, okay. Oh, that you did that. Oh, okay. Now things make sense.
Heck, a good part of Kreese's backstory you don't even get until like the last little bit where you find out he was fired from the CIA because he had an anger management problem.
Yeah,
and you don't even get the story behind that.
No. Well, even like Aykroyd's little kind of throwaway line with the digital door. It's like, I got my friend from Iraq. Gulf War gave me this, and he was on the other side. That was the end of it.
Right.
You got like 3 different paths that you could have went down, and it was just a throwaway line, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
And the look on Kreese's face when he says it, he's like, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know.
I don't want to know. B, I absolutely believe that's where you got it.
It's like when they introduced the president of the colonies. We're not getting back together. That's all you needed to know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They were an item. They're not now. Exactly. There you have it. Done.
Yeah, it's like, the first time you see Madame Airlock, it's just, wow. She's teaching someone how to play piano.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, that's really all you needed.
Yeah. Everybody had to know there were going to be a few Battlestar Galactica jokes thrown in today.
Yes,
for those I was waiting for her to stand with Fist, but that never happened either.
Yeah.
Oh, the other Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, the new one.
No, the Battlestar Galactica.
It's not Battlestar Galactica if Dirk Benedict isn't in it.
Thank you.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, on with the show.
Hey, Dirk Benedict was hot back in the day.
And I just put her mic. We seem to have lost Janelle. Technical problems. Yes.
We need more ladies in the chat to back me up.
Yeah. Well, Orty, we know your thoughts, brother, but go ahead and.
Well, I mean, obviously, I love the movie. But one of the things I love about it, is that Dan Aykroyd is really being himself in it. It's like you think, oh, he's just redoing the thing from Ghostbusters. No, if you don't know, Dan Aykroyd is big into conspiracy theories. Mm-hmm. So that was really just him being himself.
Yeah. He's big into conspiracy theories. He is huge on the paranormal.
So he wasn't acting in Ghostbusters.
No. Like I said in the green room before Orty showed up, I'm like, Orty is Mother, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And although I've never seen Orty, I'm sure he's not like huge and overweight and has like unkempt hair and wears.
No, he's bald.
Indian jewelry.
That's my choice.
But yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
No, it's Dan Aykroyd's just little drops there. It was like right at the beginning too. When so what are you trying to say? The CIA was responsible for the Managua earthquake? Well, I can't prove it, but
previously on Juxtaposition.
No, it's just it's a slow burn, but it's just a fun caper movie.
Right.
And and I hate to say it, but Ben Kingsley is the weakest in the bunch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weak because like I was telling him in the green room, I've seen some actors workshops, and Ben Kingsley's in him. And as far as actors goes, he's on top of his game. I mean, he can explain, any acting theory, anything to do in any particular situation. He can tell you how to do it and show you how to do it, and it's fucking flawless, except when he has to work with an accent.
Oh.
Because he runs the American accent, and the first 5 minutes that you're watching Cosmo, it's flawless. And then he starts talking about what we meant to do, what we were going to do when we were younger. When he starts getting excited,
Yeah, now that you
you
mention
hear the
it,
British
yeah.
you hear the British start cutting in, and he starts losing his accent. He catches it back real quick, but
And you
yeah,
got to think, how many
you-
takes
you
does it?
see where
I
that's
mean, like, I imagine with Kingsley, it takes a lot of takes for him to stay an American.
Yeah.
Because because you think about it, when he slipped, that was the best one, and that's when they just went, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah, and the thing is, though,
He developed
he's
an accent in prison.
yeah, he's
hanging out with the British mafia.
yeah, he's also known as a bit of a perfectionist. So if the director said, "Yeah, we're good," he'd be like, "No, I want to do it again."
Mhm.
He's that kind of actor. So yeah,
And I will say they did a pretty good job at the beginning. I mean, for 1992 tech, de-aging Kingsley and Redford at the beginning. The throwback to 1969.
Weren't they different actors?
yes, Y- y-
Cosmo was.
there were different actors.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure about Redford.
Redford just naturally de-ages. I think I am. I say this often, but I'm pretty sure there is a nice, townhome in Scottsdale, Arizona, that has a painting of Robert Redford in it in the attic, and I think that he just kind of takes it out when he needs to. Oh, I need to play 60. We'll just put this thing away. Oh, I need to play 30.
Oh,
I need to play 19. We'll pull this out.
And see, that's the thing. And that's the thing. He was. Oh shit! He was my age when he did that movie.
Oh.
And oh my god.
Wrinkles have wrinkles.
Because I remember
know.
I watched The Great Gatsby. That was from the 70s, wasn't it? And he was in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
early 70s. Yeah.
All right, he was older than I thought he was in this movie.
Yeah, and MD
That was
with
like
a point
20 years
about
on.
Aykroyd too. I mean, that's the reason why he has the Crystal Head vodka, the Crystal Skull.
Mm.
That's not just Indiana Jones. We don't actually talk about that movie. But
Yeah, it can't be worse than Dial of Destiny, from what I hear.
No, the series ended when they rode in their horses. They rode
Damn
off into the
straight.
sunlight. That was it.
yes, the last words Harrison Ford ever spoke on screen were, "I love that dog."
I got a lot of fond memories of that dog.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
lost
when-
in his own museum, huh? Uh-huh.
When Han Solo and Gimli and what was his name in Highlander? When they rode off into the sunset, we were done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, with
Yep.
Ramirez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez, chief metallurgist to King Charles V of Spain. Although they changed it in the sequel, King Philip II of Spain. But we don't talk about Highlander.
No,
2
because there was
either,
only
so,
one.
Yeah.
There could be only one, and there was only one.
Which is the one with Clancy
Although
Brown.
if you,
Oh, okay.
that was the
Mr.
first one.
Krabs, so to
but
speak.
the second one had Michael Ironside. So if you you can like copy the film to your computer and then edit everything out and just watch Michael Ironside.
Oh,
It's a really
man.
good movie.
Yeah, and it's about 13 minutes
It's
long.
the same thing with Avatar. It's the same thing with Avatar. The first
Oh.
one, if you cut out every scene that doesn't have Stephen Lang in it, it's an excellent
Mhm.
movie.
So I take it I shouldn't bother
But-
with Avatar. Except
You
those
should just
scenes,
watch
yeah.
it for Stephen Lang.
Okay, you haven't listened to me on Culture Shift. I have no concept of why that movie, both of them, have made $1 billion. You don't see memes for it. You don't see GIFs. There's nobody ever talks about Avatar, ever. Nobody ever references Avatar except for like, what the fuck?
Right.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
see the trailer for the new one?
Yeah, again, that one's going to make $1 billion fucking dollars, and nobody will have seen it.
It's
I
because
don't-
of James Cameron, isn't it?
Well, you know what? You know how they could end the series because it will
Cut down the
lose
fucking
all
tree.
Someone-
lose all credibility. Avatars
It was all
be
a
carrying
dream.
Nokia phones.
Yeah.
Or better yet, going back in time and nuking James Cameron's house. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
well, like I said,
yeah.
we don't.
As long
discuss
as Michael
that.
Bean lives.
That's only happened once.
The last Avatar movie, just everything's exploded. Michael Bean just walks out still alive.
Okay, I'd pay cashy money.
Then he
to see
reaches
that.
for his glasses to read a story, but they're broken.
Oh Jesus! Oh,
Granted,
Nice
I only
one.
know that
Got all the
reference
time
from
in
The
the world.
Simpsons.
I finally got the time to read all these
Poor-
books.
That's it. Everybody
Poor
give
Mr.
me a budget. I'll
Bemis.
fix these movies.
Okay, I gotta interrupt here because The Simpsons was brought up. I gotta go cartoon adjacent over to American Dad. Did they do Playtronics? Or, is Playtronics the same building that's like the CIA building in American Dad?
Oh fuck! Now I got to find out.
Because it sure as hell looked exactly the same to me.
you know, when I saw it again after watching it, because it's been a few years since I'd seen it, and I watched it again a few nights ago, and I like for a second I thought it was the Cyberdyne building from Terminator 2, and then I was like, oh no, wait, okay, there's a couple of different things, you know, because you know all the windows were one-way glass and all that other stuff.
Well, I
No, they
can
just
tell
bought
you.
CIA headquarters.
I can tell you that it's now an Amazon fulfillment center, at least according to IMDb.
Oh,
So there's that.
Okay, so now I know where they screwed my order up. Awesome.
and why?
Too many secrets. Too many packages.
It's not too many secrets. It's these rat
They've got-
semen.
They've got they've got motivational posters all over his beacon.
Give him help. So you gotta have the help.
I'm just waiting for Mother over here to tell us, well, you know, they all look the same because it can only render so many different building types.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
There's a giant sign, passport.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, we've got Orty's view on it. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, talk to us.
Hi, my name is JEFF. My voice is my passport. Verify me.
What gets me about this movie is when it was made and how everything still feels the same in many ways. All the theories, all the
Exactly.
conspiracies.
It's prescient.
My
yeah.
favorite line
It-
is from Bishop.
It
It
aged
did,
really
other
well.
than the technology side. But my favorite line in the whole movie is when Bishop says, "You know, I could have joined the NSA, but they found out my parents were married." Yes, we still think of NSA, FBI, CIA, all the other little funny acronyms no one understands. I still
The alphabet
yes,
agencies.
I still
Yeah.
look at them like either they were married but they were inbred, or they don't know who half their parents are. And so that line to me still hits so true. And I really loved the acting in this. It none of it felt overacted. None of it felt, you know, like really it didn't feel like anyone was vying to be the lead character.
Yeah,
No, they all really took a
No,
back
it's,
seat.
And it
they work
It's-
together.
yeah,
Yeah, kind
it's
of
a
like the
very
A
good-
team.
it's a very
yeah.
good- It's a very good
Yeah.
ensemble
Yes.
piece. No one really stands out as far as the lead. Okay, yeah, you got Robert Redford. He got top billing because Robert Redford's
Yeah.
always going
Oh,
to get
yeah.
top billing. in whatever he was in. But the level of actors in that film, Ben Kingsley, Dan Aykroyd, Sidney
Yeah.
Poitier, Mary McDonnell, David Strathairn, River Phoenix,
Yeah.
Earl
everybody.
Jones.
And then you had James Earl Jones show up at the end, and it's like, holy shit, I've hit the trifecta.
And
it's awesome.
and I will ask this of the gentleman in the room. No offense to the lovely young lady that we have, but I know this is not
None taken.
none. This is a question that I know she has no answer for. Have either of the gentlemen in here ever actually read a blind Playboy?
No,
I noticed that, and I'm like, so he really is reading
No,
it for the articles.
I knew they exist, but
I've seen one, but I've
I-
never like the cover. I've seen, but I've never read the dots or anything. So I have honestly wondered what's the centerfold like.
Yeah.
And then I
My
also hope
description.
I don't know, like one of those old ashy pictures, that they used to do
and then
back in the days of
the horrifying thought is I hope there is no blind
CompuServe.
Playboys from the 70s. Because that's a hell of a lot of dots.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, I think he really
Please
was
forgive me.
reading for the articles.
Yeah, but it's probably more like descriptive porn. Yes, that's a thing.
Yeah.
for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. One thing, not to interrupt real quick, one thing that I picked up on was the fact that you could absolutely tell this was a pre 9/11 movie when they were talking about how the NSA, the FBI, and the CIA couldn't talk to each other. It was illegal for them to talk to each other pre-fusion center days.
Mm.
So, yeah, that was one of the things is like when they were talking about that, I'm all, those are quaint times.
Yes. Remember how upset about that we used to be that they couldn't communicate?
Jeez. There are whole sections of this movie aged kind of interestingly.
And the cradle modems. Goddamn, that was the day. Yeah.
Oh, God, I've never felt
And that
as old
wouldn't
as
work
watching
putting the
that.
square phone on the rail. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to balance. You could see it wiggling during the shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, oh, I'm bouncing this off of 9 satellites. And then, to show you the power of the NSA, they burn through all the precautions and all the shortcuts and everything. And it's like, get off the phone, get off the phone, 10 seconds. Okay, that's going on the big screen.
Come on. Good night, everybody.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, aside from the monochrome monitors, the cradle modem, and the lack of fusion centers, this movie really could just be today,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That in the car. I mean, the cars were dated, but not so. You still see those MGs around, and you still see, the panel vans like that and shit.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that was a highlight for me. Whistler driving backwards. That was amazing. He's like, no, go to the right. Go to my right. What?
it's
Just go.
It's kind of like the play on "Can you fly a plane?" like with someone else coaching you, except he's blind.
Well,
Yeah.
he did a good job.
Right.
He lived. Any accident you can walk away
Yeah,
from.
just about.
and
Yeah.
you're gonna go down a slight incline.
And he hits the wall. Bam! I've stopped.
That ending where he gives up the box to Cosmo, I was like, man, is he really just gonna turn it over? And then he opened the box and then there was nothing in it, and it's like, how did he do that?
Well, I remember he never had a chance because when they caught Liz and everything.
Yeah.
When the whole place went, he never had a chance to switch the boxes, so he had both boxes on him.
Oh, that was the plan. Okay.
Well,
'cause
no, he was going to leave the dummy box behind, like he did everywhere else.
there was a dummy
But
box.
he
How did
never-
I miss that?
But he never had a chance to drop the dummy box, so
Oh.
he had them both on him. That's why he was able to hand Cosmo the dummy box.
Okay. Maybe that is a sign I need to watch this again.
Yeah,
So
there
like, how
are
did I
so
miss
many
the
subtle.
dummy box?
Because it looked identical, and yeah, it's happened. The handoff with Mother was so quick and during the movie.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know how to tell you this, Whisker, but you're blind.
yeah.
Oh, dude, just imagine having a sense of hearing that keen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that would be frigging amazing. And I mean, to actually extrapolate where a person was driven to by listening to expansion joints
He's like
in a highway.
Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or the cocktail party.
Yeah,
Oh,
making
yeah.
that equation.
Yeah.
Right.
I just like, oh, there's nothing back there but private property. Everyone's in private property, you say.
Exactly.
That would be the first. I wouldn't be like, oh, damn, private property. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, it's probably somebody's
thing.
house.
Oh shit! Let's go home.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Oh,
there.
rats. There's no there.
Oh fudge. Well, back to the
Only
office.
I didn't say fudge.
I like that.
Oh, the interesting thing how Cosmo was talking about how there's a world war, but it's about information. Man,
Yeah.
that line hit kind of
Mm-hmm.
that feels different today.
No, it's just like I said. The
It aged
movie's,
interestingly.
you know, horribly dated in some parts, but amazingly prescient
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah, because I mean, this was what? This was 92, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
6 months younger than me.
Yeah. So we're talking 33 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had just gotten my first IT job, I think.
Yeah, I was pretty close to getting mine too.
I was probably burping up something.
I don't remember most of what happened in '92.
Hey, same here.
I had
Yeah.
I had a rather big drinking problem back then, but yeah.
So did you know?
No, I like to think
I'm
I've
sorry.
I've refined it. It's no longer a problem. It's an
It's
opportunity.
an old friend.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a cardigan.
Exactly. It's
It's
like
your
an
next
old,
door neighbor who likes to borrow sugar every once in a while.
It's an old leather jacket. It just feels like you're not wearing it. It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Stupid sexy
Stupid
Flanders.
Well, Vincent, you heard all of ours. What about yours?
Tell us your too
Oh.
many secrets.
I will be your beacon. Oh, like I said, I waited until until it showed up on cable, and I watched it the first time, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking awesome!" Because I was expecting the usual, Hollywood fluff, and the '90s were a good time for fluff. And I watched it, and I was like transfixed immediately, and it's like, oh, check the TV guide, because back then we had TV guide, and frantically flip through the pages. Okay, it's on day after tomorrow at 8 a.m. Okay, there I was, 8 a.m.
Nice.
2 days later, watching the movie, and like I said, it's I always thought of it as a good film, and I would always watch it. If I saw it was on TV, I would watch it. But like I said, it's horribly dated, with regard to technology, but it's stupidly prescient,
Mhm.
with the actual, goings on, what people do, the war for and on information,
Yeah.
and it's never been more relevant. And the fact that it was. I'm not going to say it was, there was a laugh a minute, but if if you were good enough, you got the jokes.
Right.
Even the subtle ones. and you can have a good laugh watching it, and it's an enjoyable movie. That's all I can really say about it.
See, back then it was, is the young woman with the Uzi signal? Now it's, my FBI handler is starting to fall for me because she really enjoys my memes.
Oh God, yes.
God, can you imagine Mother's memes?
Oh, shit.
He would be a
His
Tier-
Facebook page is rather interesting.
tier 1 shit poster. Tier 1 shit poster. Definitely. He'd be on an Orty level.
The world
Oh.
isn't run by weapons anymore, or energy, or money. It's run by little ones and zeros, little bits of data. It's all just electrons and memes.
Exactly. Except back then they probably pronounced it memes.
It's peace on earth and good world towards men.
We're the United States government. We don't do that.
Well, you're just gonna have to try. I need to figure out how to take that scene and put, I said speak your mind, Jack, but Jesus! I need to
Right,
find a good spot for that.
right at the end, where he's talking about, yeah, we know the box doesn't exist, but they don't know, blah, blah, blah. That one bit, right before he leaves. I think that would probably fit in best.
See, and one of the things I was looking forward to you seeing this one, Janelle, was that because James Earl Jones has that quality of lines in it too. Like, this isn't a car dealership, pal. And I know you could gift the fuck out of that one.
Oh, man. Well, the part where he said this never happened, I was thinking, like, you heard the torpedo hit the hull, and I was never here.
Yes. Yes. He was everything he was in. I mean, even if he only showed up for like 2 or 3 minutes, he just brought it to an entirely different level.
Probably saw him on the lot. Hey, Jim, you want to make $20?
Yeah, the FBI handler thing is only a problem when it's a guy. Yes.
That's yes. Well, the FBI always has kind of gone that way.
Or that one thing where it says you're talking about something, and then it's like what my FBI handler does, and you see the guy taking off his headphones in disgust. And it's like, yeah, c'est moi.
You know what this movie needs? A sequel. A modern day sequel. Starring Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, no. No.
Pedro Pascal.
Imagined by Wes Anderson.
Oh, my God.
Starring Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey.
Yeah, because I was just doing, aside from like Aykroyd and President Airlock and Whistler, I think everybody else is dead.
Everybody else is dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Redford, Poitier.
Yeah.
River Phoenix. And you know what? One thing with this, I forgot how much better River was than Joaquin.
Yes.
God, yes.
The only thing
Even
I've
though
really
he didn't have
seen
30
him
years
in.
to develop his craft.
Yeah. I only really seen River Phoenix in Last Crusade. Now that I think about it.
He was fairly prolific. He did a lot of films in the late 80s.
Yeah, Basketball Diaries and yeah.
I never saw Stand By Me, but I hear Will Wheaton was in it.
Yes, he was.
Thank
no
you.
No love for explorers.
Yes, thank you for ruining the show, Janelle.
Yes.
Just the very mention of Will Wheaton, like mentioning that swiftly person.
At least I offered explorers with Robert Picardo, okay?
Right.
Okay.
The only time I've really enjoyed
starring Will Wheaton.
The only time I've actually enjoyed Will Wheaton was on the season and a half of Eureka he was on, because he basically played himself and was just getting shit on all over the place. So, it's everything bad happened to him. So that was kind of like a little bit of, vengeance is
Okay, enough about Will Wheaton.
Wheaton.
Why do you pronounce the H like that?
Wheatons.
Wheaton.
God, I love the show.
Wheaton is approved birth control by the Catholic Church.
Oh God.
You
That's
keep this
going
up,
on the
I'm
big
gonna black out
screen.
New England.
Oh, I love this show. It's nothing but obscure quotes and Easter eggs. Oh, Jesus. That's awesome.
But does the Catholic Church allow beacons?
I don't know, but organized crime is not that organized.
Don't kid yourself. That is a really good line.
Yeah, it is.
Let's just call them good family men. Organized crime? Don't kid yourself. It's not that organized.
There was the escape in the, I don't know, it's not the rafters, but like in the ducts. For some reason, that kind of reminded me of Jurassic Park. Like when they're trying to escape the raptors and then they're like coming up through the, those squares. Yeah.
Yeah, through the drop ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like one of the biggest inaccurate film tropes. I mean, if you're familiar with drop ceilings, if you've done construction in any way, shape, or form.
I hear they can't really support much.
Yeah, they don't support
They can't.
any way.
They barely support rodents.
Exactly.
They crumble when you lift them up.
Yeah.
And if you look at one wrong, it just shatters.
Jeez.
But yeah, we're going to evade armed men by using a drop ceiling. Okay.
We need to shoot a shotgun up at them.
Which also kind of had reminiscences of the aliens thing, because when the aliens were in the ducts and Hicks just started blasting away, Hudson or Hicks.
That was
I
Hudson.
think it was Hicks.
He's Hicks.
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
You secure that shit, Orty.
Hudson,
Oh
come
my
here.
God.
Come here.
Oh my God, that was my dad's move. When I fucked up, he was like, "Come here, come here," and oh my God, every time I see that, I laugh my ass off because that was my dad.
I think that's every dad.
Oh jeez. Holy shit. 10 minutes left. God, time
Oh,
flies on this
jeez.
freaking show.
Yeah, it does.
Time flies when you're making Simpsons references.
Exactly. I think maybe I need to start going a little bit earlier. Maybe squeeze 90 minutes out of this puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we'll put that to a poll later. Maybe. But overall, we'll go around the table. Would you recommend it to someone who hasn't seen it? Janelle?
I'd say yeah, it's a fun time. Like I said, I'm not sure about the rewatch value for me. Although now this conversation, I feel like now I got to go back and rewatch it, don't I? I still have to return it to the library.
Yeah,
I could not get that copy, the DVD copy from the library for like a couple of weeks, I think, because like the 20 surrounding libraries didn't have it. Like they were all out. And
Which tells you everything you need to know.
Exactly.
I was like,
It's a good film. It's a popular film.
I messaged my friends. I'm like, okay, have you guys heard of this movie? And is it like the greatest film ever? And of course, my one friend that's seen everything was like, no, my mom's heard of it, but I don't think she ever watched it. But yeah, I'd say it's worth viewing at least once.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know if I'd call it greatest film ever made, but
no, it's certainly not the greatest film ever made, but it's a lot of fun. Orty.
Well, I mean, I've been pestering Janelle about it for a month, so yeah, I definitely recommend it.
And the DS9 tier maker video.
And the DS9 tier, which she finally did. So
I recorded it. I just got to edit it.
Yeah.
So
It's a
that'll be
birthday
another
miracle.
2 weeks. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Jeff, your thoughts, sir?
I'm gonna go as far out on a limb as this. I think it is one of the few movies that I haven't watched in over 10 years that somehow got better than all the previous times I had watched it.
Hmm.
Just because of how many of the references still hold accuracy and how stupid people really are because we never change. So definitely watch it, especially with today's eyes, and especially if you lived back then. It's just it's real eye opening to me just how accurate it still holds up.
Yeah, definitely. That's
On that part too, mentioning that real quick. Until I rewatched it for this, I mean, it's been a while since I watched, but I watched it this morning. I forgot how many of my day-to-day sayings I've actually lifted from that.
Yeah, or how many pieces of equipment that I used to have that was used in that film.
yeah, exactly.
I had that. I still have
That-
that in storage.
That and how badly I wanted, and now having seen it again, I still want a Carmen Gia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of the ultimate cars. I mean, yeah, his was all beat up and shot to shit, but that would still be my daily driver, definitely.
Or the fact I have that tone sensor he was using.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Jesus, God, we're old.
Yes.
Well, you got to remember too. Up until 2 years ago, I was using a sensor toner for fax lines because I still resided in the 1980s and 90s.
I can't judge.
Already can.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
often does.
when we would be talking about it, you'd say I was, fixing a fax line. Hey, can you fax that over to me? I'm sorry, I can't fax where I'm at. Where are you at? The 21st century.
We also would have accepted the third millennium.
I mean, my hobby is just yelling at a bunch of old video game systems to work nicely with my modern setup.
Oh, that can't be fun. Trying to get all that shit to work.
I've got my ways.
One of the things I'll appreciate with Amazon too is they did not try to letterbox it.
Yes.
It was just 4x3.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes there's a use for the old pan and scan. I think one thing we can say about Amazon is that they fucking suck. If you've seen the new versions of the James Bond film posters, yeah.
Oh, what was the deal with that? They just photoshopped out the guns?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
So isn't that his whole deal?
Yeah, that
Yep.
tells
I never
you
saw
Pierce
one
Brosnan looks
film
like
that I
he's
know
giving a
that
hand
much.
job.
that tells you exactly what Amazon plans on doing to the franchise once they start.
I mean, it's
actually
not like they
making
would
them.
ruin a Lord of the Rings property
No,
either.
no, not at all.
No.
Not at all. No. I'm sure they'd treat that property with the love and reverence it deserves.
No.
I'm pretty
I mean,
sure.
it's like they gave all the respect to the Expanse they possibly could and said, we're never fucking doing that again.
It's not like they got the
Exactly.
Silmarillion to draw from or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I do own a copy of that book.
Actually, they don't.
That counts.
Amazon's contract with the Tolkien estate was very limited in what they could do.
Oh.
Very limited.
And I love the fact that Amazon can't even quit making the series because there's a giggity pull-out rule with the series that if they shut it off before 5 seasons, they have to pay the Tolkien estate even more.
Oh, wow.
And they paid them a lot.
Yes.
I mean, you got to think at what point, I mean, if they're at nearly $1 billion a season, at what point does an ROI on that just become like, you know what, just pay the penalties?
Just give it to a bunch of grade school kids with a very low budget and make it through the rest of the show.
Yeah, like every Star Trek fan creation is better than anything Kurtzman has put out.
No, I do have to watch more of the fan productions.
Yeah, and the Tolkien properties they can just give to the Russians.
Right. But then
Just
we
a
can't.
little bit I saw of that. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, but then Mosfilm is going to put a block on us again. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So if we ever watch the Finnish
Put it in
version,
copyright claim.
will the Finnish copyright strike us because according to some that country doesn't actually exist?
Finland isn't
so
real, so they'll find
How-
a way. Yeah, Eastern
Well-
Eastern Sweden will find a way.
Well, tell you what, we're going to find out because we're going to be doing that one shortly. And it is on YouTube, and Janelle, you are expected to watch it.
Wait, what am I
Don't we-
watching now?
Don't we have to do the Russian Jason and the Argonauts first? Or are we going straight to finish Tolkien?
I think we could probably finish up the Tolkien cycle before we start on any kind of Russian versions of Greek mythology that are musical in nature,
It's been like 15 years since I watched Lord of the Rings.
because that's
I do have the extended editions, though.
yeah.
we're eventually going to do a tier maker on Russian musicals from Greek, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh shit. Now we have to. Thanks
We
for
should
mentioning
do a
it.
tier maker, chart for this show. If I can talk correctly. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Just because because it's hilarious to me. I have to bring it up every time it gets mentioned.
Uh-oh.
For those of you who don't know, the KLRN YouTube channel, when we did the Russian Lord of the Rings, got a copyright strike for us doing it because we were showing it while we were talking about it. We got a copyright strike from a country that doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Yeah, but like I said, the Soviet Union
Mosfilm.
doesn't exist, but Mosfilm, the
Yes.
the Russian state film company. Well, it was state-owned back in the day, but now they're an independent entity. And yeah, obviously they still own the copyright. I don't know how they glommed onto us so quick. I mean,
Yeah, we
shit,
weren't halfway through before we got notification on that.
Jeez.
Obviously, we had some.
And
Russian
we're
spies in the audience.
doing a react. And we
Yeah,
could
it's not like we were showing the entire film. We were just showing
Right.
bits and pieces. But
Well, I remember after that happened, Vin was sending me, sent me a message about, oh, you got to watch this movie. I forget which one. And I'm like, okay, just talk about, showing it on air. And I'm like, okay, but you got to be careful with YouTube because they're kind of, funny about copyright claims. And then he sends the laughing emoji at me. And then I see Orty's tweet and I'm like, oh, yeah. But yep.
fucking Russians, I swear.
Yeah, the
And
fact we
on-
were playing
Was
it
there-
at 1.5 speed and it still got clicked.
Oh God, that's
those
that's
damn
such a
cultural
demoted-
attaches.
Copyright claims that were invented in Russia.
Oh, Jesus.
Except
And
I
on
can't do
that
a Chekhov accent.
note, invented, yes.
Invented in Russia.
Always
Nuclear
W your
whistles.
Vs. Nuclear whistles. Yeah.
Now
on
say
that
nuclear
note,
whistles. No.
Copyright
No.
strikes you.
what a country.
Put it in H.
Put it in H.
It gets 20 hectares per liter of kerosene.
It no longer exists anymore.
I'm going to be thinking, put it in H all goddamn night. And laughing. Because it's amazing. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Orty, we're
Try aspirin for that.
hang on.
Try prison.
Calm blue ocean. Orty, where can we find you, sir?
Yeah. This is my light week. You can find me Tuesday night on Manorama with you and Rick and Steve and maybe Jeff and some random Canadian. Then Wednesday, you can find me on Rick and Orty with Rick again, where we just talk about whatever's on our mind. You can find me surprisingly still as Ordnance Packard on Twitter. And I am currently doing my 31 days of Oingo Boingo, which I got to do day 5 once this wraps up.
Sweet. Jeff, where can we find you, sir?
Not tonight. I am canceling my show for tonight because my eyes are so crossed. I'm I won't go there. You can find me Monday nights on Spirited Books with the one, the only Miss Aggie. And please tune in for her book. It's going to be an absolutely embarrassing time for her. As we are talking about cryptid books, and hers may be of the spicy variety. Then
Oh no.
She got some big
Yes.
erotica, didn't she?
Cryptic
Chupacabra.
with sexy results.
Nice.
And I'm not joking.
I know. That's
And-
fantastic.
Thursday, you can find me on Bard's Forge from 9:30 to 10. Then hopefully back next weekend here and in the crease Nobel Prize special. And you can find me at A Cosmic Bard over on Twitter /X.
Sweet.
And your album drops tomorrow.
Oh.
No, it's the 8th right now.
Oh.
The 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Make a note. And Janelle, where can we find you?
You can find me at Janelle Waz on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram if that's your thing. I'm working on growing my YouTube channel where I talk Star Trek, video games, and whatever else I feel like talking about. And if you want to throw me a couple of bucks, I'd really appreciate it. You know, buy me a cup of tea, maybe even get your name on my videos as an Earl Grey captain.
Sweet.
Yep.
Earl Grey Captain. I
The
like
Earl
the
Grey
sound of that. And
Can you do
as
Red
usual,
Leaf?
you can you can find me here every Sunday since we've gone back to weekly. Every Sunday evening at 1800, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can find me on Manorama Tuesday evenings at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with Ordy, Ranker Steve, Jeff on occasion, and a bunch of other guests. And that's pretty much it, since I don't normally go on anybody else's shows because nobody invites me. But
Oh, you're always welcome on your own show.
yeah, exactly. I'm always welcome here. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for joining us. And I'd like to thank my guests for joining me. The irregulars, as I call them. You guys now have an official nickname.
Woot.
Woot.
Nice.
You are highly irregular.
Luchasaurs.
And on that note,
Anybody want to crash a couple of podcasts?
No, I think we'll take the high ground this week. Next week, who knows? Depends on how we feel. But
Anyone want to
ladies
shut
and
down the
gentlemen,
podcast network?
I know how.
anyway, that's our show for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.